It's time for a midweek check-in and what's he been up to? Hey crafters, welcome into Guys Craft 2. My name is John and I hope that you are having an amazing holiday week, right? It is just crazy to think that it is already a couple of days after our Memorial Day holiday quilting bee. And so what have I been up to, right? Because it's like he couldn't have been up to that much. He's only had well, you'd be surprised. We've got all kinds of things going on. We are so excited. It does appear that our New Year's Eve quilting retreat will completely sell out. We're down to just the last couple of spots, and I've had like 6 emails today asking questions in that. So we are fortunate. It's exciting. I've got folks coming now from Minnesota, Michigan, Utah, Washington State, California, New Mexico, so just all over. And that just says a lot to us, right? That we've got great subscribers, we've got a great content we believe going, and we want to continue to grow that brand and what we're doing. What else has he been doing? Well, if you remember, we were supposed to do the banner day for the holiday quilting bee, and John did not cut his squares correctly. So, for those that have lost sleep, John actually did go back and recut everything. I've got the first square done. I still have the rest to complete in order to get the table runner done. But pretty excited. I was able to go back. I had grabbed the wrong AccuQuilt die because I didn't want to cut this by hand. And it doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, I got it done. Or I'm getting it done. And we'll see, next steps and how we go from there. But I'll have that done hopefully this weekend and be able to show you on our live on Sunday. All right, so what else are we doing? Oh my gosh, it's time for cutting up and piecing out, right? So that is tomorrow, Thursday, depending on when you're watching this, but that will be May 28th, and that is going to be the Elizabeth Hartman Show and Tell. Now, John did realize that he did forget to finish the borders on the first block that we did last month. So I do plan on finishing the borders on that block when we get together and get started. And then I do plan to do what I consider is block 2. And I think in the book they call it block B, and that is the fox. I have not put the fox characters on the blocks yet. My goal right now is just to get the 3 blocks done. So we'll do the 3rd block in June, and then probably after that get the characters put on there and move forward. But we'll see. We're doing it really as a block of the month because that pattern honestly has felt just overwhelming to me. But I will be honest, again, last night when I started cutting it and really getting all the pieces put together, actually cut and went together pretty quickly. As far as cutting the pieces and understanding the colors and that. So maybe I'm just overthinking it, and maybe it's not going to be as bad as I thought, but we'll see. All right, so what else is going on? Because I have amazing subscribers, because I have amazing quilter friends, they called to let me know that Bob's Variety inside Sun City West has an entire wall, guys, with fabric at $6 a yard. So it's their normal $8.99 fabric, maybe $9.99. But anyways, they had a ton of fabric on sale for $6 a yard. Guys, at $6 a yard, it's just hard to walk away from. So I bought what I considered, and actually I only bought like a yard and a half of everything. I didn't go crazy. But I may go back and get some more because I really did like the way some of this put together. But I grabbed what I thought would make some fun quilts down the road. What I was disappointed is they really had no holiday fabric in there. So if you're looking for patriotic, you're looking for Halloween, if you were looking for fall or looking for Christmas or any of that, none of that was included in the $6 a yard sale. but still, they had tons of fabric, and it was absolutely a good deal compared to what's out there nowadays, right? Fabric has gone so crazy. It's like some of it's now $15, $16 a yard, and that's bad enough when you talk about Tula, Tilda, and some of those, but now it seems like normal, regular fabric is getting out of hand. But with that said, let's look at some of the things John bought. I did buy this one. It is just a wild and crazy enough pattern that it's like, yep, that says John. I did grab this only because it was $6 a yard, and if you remember, on the wall behind me is the sparkle and stripes, and I like this gold type color for stars and that on my patriotic stuff. So when you talk about doing things like this with red, white, and blue, to me, this is the gold that you need. I like that yellow gold, orangey yellow gold, even more old gold. But that old gold, I have a really hard time finding that in the fabrics and that. What else did I get? I picked this up. Look how, I mean, just the blues, the purples, and all that. And when you look at the one behind me, you can say, wow, I understand now why he liked that fabric. So I grabbed a yard and a half. I think I basically got a yard and a half of everything. I did like this. I'm trying to do less florals. I seem in the last year to have really gravitated towards florals, and I'm not sure why, but um, it is what it is. My partner really loves the paisleys, and this I'm hoping is coming across because it's really in the gold, maroons. It's got some of the teals and blues, but this is really a pretty paisley fabric, and I may have actually got a couple of yards of that. And then I flip back over right to this. Look how nice that fabric is. I mean, this is going to do some really cool things for me. I did grab this one, a dark fabric, because I do tend to sometimes, I think, buy lighter colors. This grunge was on sale, and I can always, always, always use the grunge. And believe it or not, I don't buy a lot of gray, so that's why I grabbed that one. I liked the pattern on this. I'm not normally a huge pink fan, but I really just liked the pattern and the look of that. I really did like this. Look at this. I just thought this was too cool just to walk by. So I did grab that. And then I actually grabbed this solid. Not necessarily like to go with this one, but it's a teal blue solid. I just didn't have any. And I've looked for that. And since it was, I was up there and it was $6 a yard, it's like, yep, grabbing a couple of yards of that. In fact, I may have gotten 2.5, 3 yards of it. So it was a great buy. It's by Variety in Sun City West is having that sale. The half of the store that they have quilt fabrics and that on, they call it Quilts Plus. But definitely well worth your time if you're in the Phoenix metro area, especially in the northern Phoenix area, to run by and take a look. So guys, that's kind of the midweek update. We are going to get to spend some time together Thursday night with cutting up and piecing out. We have our regular lives on Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. and just really trying to truck ahead and see what else we can get going. Trying to still clean up from the retreats. I did empty 2 more bins the last night, but I don't know, it just seemed like we packed and took so much this time, even though I think we took less, but yet it just takes a couple of weeks for me to get everything put back together, but we'll get there. So I hope you're having an amazing week. Just think we're halfway through, praise Jesus, right? That of this week and headed into the weekend with a countdown coming soon. I hope things are going your way. I appreciate that you all give me the time that you do. Welcome all my new subscribers as our channel just continues to grow. It means a lot. And several of you that are new to the channel have reached out and said, hey, you like some of the things that we're doing, and that means so much. For my regular viewers that have been here forever, you're the ones that got this started. You're the one that's kept things building for us. And I so appreciate that. And a special shout out to all my members. I appreciate that you financially help support and help us be able to do the things that we do. So guys, that's me. That's Wednesday afternoon, evening, a quick check-in for how things are going. Hope things are going your way. And as always, until next time, happy crafting.